If a sudden rush of dizziness hit you, your arm went numb, and you knew something was terribly wrong, what would you do if you were all alone? Most people freeze, thinking they'll wait it out. But in a stroke, every second is a battlefield in your brain. Those first 10 seconds could decide whether you walk out of the hospital or never walk again. The truth is, strokes don't give warnings you can ignore for later. Brain cells start dying within minutes, and the clock doesn't stop just because you're scared or unsure. In those moments, hesitation is the most dangerous choice you can make. That's why today, we're diving into a life-saving plan you can actually remember. A plan you can put into action even when fear wants to take over. It's not about fancy medical terms or complicated steps. It's about simple, fast actions that give your brain a fighting chance when you don't have anyone there to help you. Think of it as your personal emergency script. The exact moves you'll make when every heartbeat counts. Because the more prepared you are now, the less you'll have to think when it really matters. Before we begin, tell me this. Type the number 1 in the comments if you'd like to know these steps by heart, and type 0 if you think you could handle it on your own right now. And while you're there, go ahead and subscribe to Health 365 so you never miss a tip that could one day save your life. Let's step right into that crucial first action, the one that can set everything else in motion before it's too late. The very first move, and the one that matters most, is to get professional help on the way immediately. The second you feel that wave of dizziness, that numbness in your arm, or that strange weakness in your face, grab your phone and dial 911 without hesitation. Don't stop to second-guess yourself or wonder if it's really a stroke. In stroke care, speed is everything. And the worst mistake you can make is waiting to see if it passes. When you call, you don't have to explain every detail perfectly. Just say the word stroke, give your address as clearly as you can, and put your phone on speaker so you can keep moving while help is on its way. The emergency dispatcher is trained to get critical information in seconds and alert paramedics instantly. Those precious minutes you save now can be the difference between a full recovery and permanent damage. If your speech is already slurred or your mouth won't form the words, don't hang up in frustration. Stay on the line. Even your breathing patterns, background sounds, and occasional noises can help them locate you. If you can, repeat, help, stroke, slowly. That alone can trigger an urgent response. And if your phone isn't within reach, or you've dropped it, use your voice or any noise you can make. Yell, bang on a wall or floor, knock over something heavy. Anything that could alert a neighbor or passerby. The goal is simple. Get help moving toward you while you still have the strength to take the next step in your survival plan. Once you've made sure help is on the way, your next mission is to protect yourself from injury while you wait. A stroke can cause sudden weakness, dizziness, or even blackout without warning. If you stay standing, you risk collapsing, hitting your head, or breaking a bone, all of which can make an already dangerous situation much worse. Your safest move is to get low before your legs betray you. If you can, slowly lower yourself onto the floor, a bed, or a couch. Avoid sudden movements. Take your time, even if you feel panicked. Once down, lie on your side with your stronger side underneath you. This position keeps you more stable and helps prevent you from rolling onto your stomach or back if you lose consciousness. Tilt your head slightly back to keep your airway open, and use a pillow, folded blanket, or even a jacket to gently raise your head and shoulders. This small elevation may help reduce pressure inside your skull and keep blood flowing more evenly. Don't raise your head too high, just enough to be comfortable and safe. If you're close to a door, think ahead. Unlock it now or wedge it open so emergency responders can reach you without breaking it down. If you can't reach the door, position yourself where you can be seen easily, such as near a hallway or in front of a window. Finally, focus on stillness. Any unnecessary movement drains precious energy your body needs to survive. Keep your breathing steady, your mind focused, and your body ready for the next step in your survival plan. Once you're in a safe position, your next priority is making sure emergency responders can reach you without delay. Every second they spend breaking down a door or figuring out how to get inside is time your brain can't afford to lose. If you still have the strength, carefully move to your front door and unlock it. Disengage any chain locks, bolts, or security latches. If you can, open the door a few inches so paramedics can enter immediately. For those in apartments or gated communities, keep your phone within reach. The dispatcher may call back to confirm an entry code, gate access, or to buzz them in. If the door is too far or you feel unstable, don't risk falling. Instead, focus on making your location obvious. Call out for help in a loud, clear voice every few seconds. Help, stroke. This repetition ensures that if rescuers are nearby, they'll hear you even over other noises. If you're close to a window, knock on it firmly or use an object to tap loudly against the glass. Look for ways to make yourself visible. Turn on as many lights as possible, even during the day, to create a bright beacon. If you can reach a hallway, place an object like a brightly colored blanket or pillow in the doorway where it can be seen from outside or down the hall. This step is all about clearing barriers between you and the people racing to save your life. The faster they reach you, the sooner they can begin life-saving treatment. And in a stroke, those saved seconds could be the difference between walking again or living with permanent disability. With help on the way and your space prepared for quick access, your focus now shifts to two things: making yourself findable and protecting your remaining strength. During a stroke, your body is already under extreme stress. Every unnecessary movement, every burst of panic, drains energy your brain needs to survive the attack. If you still have the ability to make noise, use it strategically. Every 15-30 seconds, call out, "Help," or "In here," so rescuers can pinpoint your location the moment they arrive. If you're near an object that can create sound, like a pot, pan, or hard surface, tap it rhythmically. This is especially useful if your voice weakens or fades. At the same time, keep your body as still and supported as possible. Resist the urge to get up, walk, or test your strength. Sudden weakness or loss of balance could cause a dangerous fall. Breathe slowly and deeply, in through your nose and out through your mouth, to help maintain oxygen flow and calm your nervous system. If you have a medical alert device, now is the time to press it. If you don't, but you can reach your phone, keep the line to the dispatcher open. Even if you can't speak clearly, they can listen for clues and guide rescuers in real time. Think of this step as your holding pattern. You're not just waiting. You're actively helping your rescuers find you faster and keeping your body stable until they arrive. These small, deliberate actions can buy your brain precious minutes and greatly improve your odds of recovery. While you wait for help, one of your most important jobs is protecting your airway. A stroke can weaken the muscles in your face, tongue, and throat, making it harder to swallow or control saliva. If you're lying flat on your back, this weakness can cause fluids, saliva, mucus, or vomit to pool in your throat, putting you at risk of choking or blocking your own airway without even realizing it. The safest position remains on your side, with your stronger side down and your head slightly tilted forward. This uses gravity to keep your airway open and allows any fluids to drain away from your mouth and throat. If you start to feel nauseous, resist the urge to sit up quickly. Instead, Let your head and shoulders roll forward so fluid can exit naturally. Stay mindful of your breathing rhythm. Aim for slow, controlled breaths. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Avoid panicked, shallow breathing, which wastes energy and can make you feel more dizzy. If your throat feels tight, consciously relax your jaw and let your tongue rest loosely to open the passage for airflow. If you have dentures or any removable dental device and can safely remove them, do it now. This lowers the risk of them becoming a choking hazard. Also, loosen any tight clothing around your neck or chest, like scarves, ties, or snug collars, so nothing restricts your breathing. Oxygen is the fuel your brain cells are fighting for right now. By keeping your airway clear and your breathing steady, you're buying those cells precious time. Time that could mean the difference between recovery and permanent damage when help arrives. One of the most dangerous things you can do during a stroke is drift off to sleep or lose alertness before help arrives. As blood flow to parts of your brain is reduced or blocked, your body may try to shut down, but you must fight to stay awake and aware. The longer you stay conscious, the more you can respond to changes, give rescuers important information, and protect yourself from secondary dangers like choking. If you feel yourself fading, focus on keeping your eyes open and your mind engaged. Talk out loud, even if no one is there. Repeat your name, the time, your location, and the word stroke over and over. This isn't just to keep your brain active. It also means that if you do lose consciousness, the last thing a responder hears from you is exactly what they need to know. If your phone is still within reach, keep the line to the dispatcher open. Even if you can't form full sentences, let them hear you breathing, groaning, or making any sound. This reassures them you're still alive and gives them cues if your condition worsens. Light physical stimulation can help you stay alert. Gently tap your thigh or pinch your fingertips on your stronger side to keep some sensory input flowing to your brain. Just avoid moving so much that you risk falling or shifting into an unsafe position. Your goal here isn't to power through the stroke. It's to hold on long enough for help to take over. Every extra moment of awareness increases the chance that your first treatment begins with your brain still fighting, not already fading. Even after you've called for help, positioned yourself safely, and worked to stay alert, a stroke can still evolve rapidly. New symptoms can appear within minutes, and recognizing them could help you relay vital information to rescuers when they arrive. Pay close attention to changes in your body. If weakness spreads from one limb to another, note which side is affected. If your speech suddenly worsens, your vision blurs, or you develop a pounding headache, try to say it out loud or repeat it into the phone for the dispatcher. These updates help paramedics assess the severity and type of stroke faster, which can speed up treatment once you reach the hospital. Be aware of sudden changes in breathing or heartbeat. If you feel your chest tightening, your pulse racing, or your breathing becoming shallow, focus on slow, deep breaths to maintain oxygen flow. Mention these changes to the dispatcher, as they can signal complications that need immediate attention. If you lose feeling in part of your body, check periodically with your stronger hand or foot to see if it's spreading. Even small details, like when you first notice the change, can be important to doctors later. Most importantly, avoid panicking when new symptoms arise. Panic raises blood pressure and puts more stress on your brain. Instead, focus on reporting and managing what you can, keeping yourself as stable as possible until trained hands take over. The calmer and more informed you remain, the better your odds when every second matters. While you wait for help, there are small, careful actions you can take to support circulation to your brain without overexerting yourself. The goal here is gentle assistance. Nothing that could dangerously raise your blood pressure or worsen bleeding in the case of a hemorrhagic stroke. If you're already lying on your side, keep your head slightly elevated with a pillow, folded blanket, or even your arm. Make sure your neck stays straight, not twisted or bent sharply, to avoid compressing arteries that feed your brain. This position also helps oxygen-rich blood flow more easily upward. Light movement can help prevent blood from pooling in your lower body. On your stronger side, flex and point your ankle slowly every 10-15 seconds, or gently wiggle your toes. These small actions activate your calf muscles, which work like pumps to keep blood moving back toward your heart and brain. Avoid crossing your legs tightly or curling into a ball, as this can restrict circulation. Keep your posture open, with your chest and abdomen uncompressed, so your breathing remains deep and steady. Temperature matters too. If you're cold, your blood vessels constrict, limiting flow. So pull a blanket or coat loosely over yourself, but don't wrap too tightly. Finally, pair your position with controlled breathing. Inhale slowly through your nose, then exhale through your mouth, imagining each breath as fuel feeding your brain cells. These small, deliberate measures aren't a cure, but they can help keep your system stable until trained hands take over, buying you those precious extra minutes that can make all the difference. In the final stretch before help arrives, your mind becomes just as important as your body. Fear and panic can make your heart race and your blood pressure spike, putting even more strain on a brain already under attack. But if you can shift into calm, focused thinking, you can steady your breathing, keep oxygen flowing, and buy yourself precious time. Start with short, simple commands. I am safe. Help is coming. I will hold on. Say them out loud if possible. The sound of your own voice can help keep you alert. If speaking is too hard, think the words in a slow, steady rhythm, matching them to your breathing. This mental anchor keeps your thoughts from spiraling and helps you stay conscious. Remind yourself of the victories you've already achieved. You called for help. You positioned yourself safely. You've made it easier for rescuers to find you. These steps mean you're not powerless. You've taken control of what you can, and that control matters. If you feel yourself slipping toward unconsciousness, fix your attention on one detail in your surroundings: the ticking of a clock, the hum of a refrigerator, the pattern of light filtering through a curtain. Let it be your lifeline, pulling you back from the edge. Picture help arriving, the wail of sirens growing louder, hurried footsteps approaching, the sight of a paramedic's reassuring face. Hold on to that image. It keeps your brain engaged, your willpower strong, and your focus locked on survival. A stroke is a fight for every second your brain can keep working. By controlling your mental state and refusing to let panic take over, you give yourself the best possible chance to stay alive until help walks through your door. So, if there's one thing I hope you carry with you after watching this, it's that a stroke doesn't have to win just because it strikes when you're alone. Those 10 seconds we talked about aren't just numbers. They're a window, a lifeline, a chance to protect the person you've spent your whole life being. Every breath you take, every clear thought you can hold on to, matters. You might never need these steps, and I truly hope you don't. But if that moment comes, you won't be standing in fear, frozen. You'll know exactly what to do. And that confidence could be the reason you walk, talk, and smile again. Remember, your brain is the command center of everything you love to do. From holding your grandchild's hand to telling your favorite story at the dinner table. Protect it like you'd protect your family. If this video gave you even one tool that could make a difference, share it with someone you care about. You might save their life before they even know it's in danger. And don't forget to subscribe to Health 365. Because the more you know, the more power you have over your own health. Stay safe, stay prepared, and keep living fully. Your future self will thank you.